Hello 7th class students. Welcome back to our school at home program. So we are already continuing with fractions, decimals, chapter 2. Okay. Now we are already done with fractions. Okay, I believe we have done with your exercise 4 problems. Now we'll be continuing with decimals. Okay, I'm just splitting it and I'm teaching you people. So decimals, okay, in your 6th standard itself you might have learned about the addition of decimals and subtraction of decimals. Right? So, before going ahead and learning about decimals, again I always say basics are most important. So first we will understand what are decimals. Okay. In any general numeric form, okay, you might have learned about the numbers, the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 1 lakh. If you want to know if there is a big number, okay, if you know what it stands, you will find it, okay, by counting from the right? So for example, I will tell you in the same form. For example, I take this example 12714. Okay. You can see it. It's 12,714. Okay. If you can directly tell it, well and good. Okay. If you don't know it, again you will count it like this: ones, tens, 100, 1,000, and 10,000. Right? So this is how it goes. So when you expand it, it would be 1 into 10,000 plus 2 into 1,000 plus 7 into 100 plus 1 into 10 plus 4 into 1. This is how a number can be expanded. Okay, so that will be equal to 12,740. Okay, so whenever you see, you will be writing it as from right to left. Okay, right to left. This is an addition part. When it goes with multiplication, you see 1 unit, right? When you multiply into 10, you get 10 units, right? Into 10 or equal to 10. Now again, if you multiply this with 10 into 10, you get 100 units. That is how it goes, equal to 100. Again, when you multiply with 10, you get 1,000 units, equal to 1,000. Again, into 10, that would be 10,000, right, equals to, okay, or 10,000 units equal to 10,000. So that is how it goes. Okay. Now when it comes to a decimal form, it goes from left to right. So that would be 1 divided by 10. That equals to 0.1. This is a decimal number. Okay. Now, when you take, so it goes from left to right, 1 unit divided by 10. Okay, or divided by 10. It gives you 1 by 10 or 0.1, 1/10. Okay, or 10th part of 1. Now, when this is divided by 10, it would become 1 by 100 or 100th part, or it can also be written as 0.01. The number of zeros below, okay, you must just place a decimal point before two digits. Okay. Now, Again, when you divide it by 10, it would be 1 by 1000, 3 zeros, right? Or 0.001 or thousandth part of 1. Okay, this is how the decimal numbers are taken. Now we'll go ahead and find out some numbers. And how you use it in your problems, let's see. And these decimals are used in our daily life, okay? Even in calculating rupees, or if you want to know the length of any scale in centimeters, meters, if you want to convert them, okay, there is a possibility of using these decimals. Now, for example, there is an example, 5 rupees. Sorry, 5 paise. I know, you know, right? Paise. So, they are asking us to convert this into a rupee. In decimal points. So first you need to know, okay, how much does a rupee have? How many paise does a rupee have? So 1 rupee equals to 100 paise. Right? Now, you know the value of 1 rupee. Now if you want to convert 5 paise into rupee, you just need to divide this 5 by 100. So 5 by 100 equals to 0.05 rupee. So 5 paise can be written as 0.05 rupee. Clear? Now, so I'm just telling you the general examples. Now, for example, you bought an atta. Okay, your mom asked you to bring atta from a shop. Okay, she asked you to bring 220 grams. Okay, of atta. But when you went to the store, okay, the shopkeeper asked you to tell him, okay, in kilogram. So you need to ask the shopkeeper the amount of 220 grams in kgs. So first you need to know how to convert these grams into kgs, right? Before that you need to know how much a 1 kg have. 1 kilogram equals to 1000 grams. So first you need to know 1 kilogram equals to 1000 grams. Now if you want to know how much 220 grams can be written in kgs, you just need to divide it by 1000. Simple, okay? So it's 220 by 1000 equals to, when there are three zeros in the denominator, you just need, when you get the zeros to numerator, you need to place decimal point before 3 digits. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That would be 0.220 kgs or kilograms. So that is your answer. 0.22 kgs or 0.220 kgs. Clear? But after decimal, okay, if there is any zero after the certain number, after 2 digits, okay, you can avoid it. So you can just write it as 0.22 kgs. Simply. Clear? Now, let me take one more example. Now they have given a 5 centimeter, okay. So you have a stick, okay, which is almost 1 meter length, okay. a stick 1 meter length. So you know how to convert meters into centimeters, right? Now centimeters into meters using decimals we will be doing it. Now 1 meter in which 5 centimeter, okay, is given. Now they are asking us to find out how much, okay, is this 5 centimeter can be converted into meters, okay. So 5 centimeters. So before doing it, you need to know how much does 1 meter length have. Like how, what 1 meter equals to how many centimeters? So 1 meter equals to 100 centimeters, right? So you can write 1 m equals to 100 centimeters. Now if you want to convert this 5 centimeters into meters, you just need to divide 5 with 100. So that equals to 0.0. So I told you have 2 digits, but there is only 1 digit over here. So before 2 digits, okay, you need to put that point. Now there is no digit beside it. Like before 5 there is no other digit, or after 5 there is no other digit. Only a single digit in the numerator. But when you take these 2 zeros from denominator and place it in the numerator, you need to put the decimal point before 2 digits. So as there is only 1 digit, okay, you can represent 0 before it, because 5 or 05 both are equal, right? Now putting a point before 05, that will give you 0.05 meter. So this is the answer. Clear? I hope you understood how to convert, okay, any kind of conversion into decimal points. So using this conversion, we'll find out, okay, we'll find some problems, okay. Now we will get to know about the comparison of decimals first, okay. Before going to the problems, we will find out how to compare a decimal, okay. For example, a given problem is, so they are asking us to find 37.65 and 37.60. Which of these numbers are greater? Is 37.65 or 37.60? When you see in both numbers, 37 and 37 are common, right? So you need not worry about it. Now after the decimal point, 0.65 and 0.60. Now this also can be written as 65 by 100, because 0.65 can also be written as 65 by 100 and 60 by 100. Now you take the fractions as an example. You know, when you compare fractions, denominator must be equal and the numerator can be compared. Is 65 greater than 60 or 60 greater than 65? It's simply 65 is greater than 60, right? So over here itself, clearly mentioned, clearly you can say that 37.65 is greater than 37.60. The easiest way possible, right? Now let's take one more comparison. Is 1.775 with 19.780. Over here, which is greater? There is one more point you need to remember over here. When, see, the movement goes like this. Before the decimal point, if there is a bigger number, that will be the bigger number. Before the decimal point. Okay. Then when you are comparing after the decimal point, okay, which is a bigger number, that will be the bigger number. So first you need to go with the left hand side, then you can go right hand side of the decimal point for comparison. Now you can straightly see that 19, okay, is a very bigger number compared to 1, right? Those are not equal. If they have given a question like 1.775 and 1.780, then that would be a different part. Yeah. But they gave us 1.775 and 19.780. There is no change in it. Now 19 is greater than 1, so you can directly say that 19.780 is greater than 1.775. Simply. Clear? Now, already in 6th class you might have learned about the addition and subtraction of decimal points, but again we will do it over here. So the first question is 221.85 plus 37.10. Okay. Now again, while addition, okay, the numbers before the decimal points and after the decimal points, okay, the point must be in the middle. Okay, as simple as that. So the bigger number is taken about 221.85. Okay. Now plus, how many digits does I have? 2 digits before the decimal point. So you just need to consider 2 digits. Point in the same place. How many digits does it have on the right side? 1 0. Right? Now add. Simple addition. 5 9 plus point 7 8 5 2. So 221.85 plus 37.10 equals to 258.95. So that is the addition part. Now subtraction. Let's see subtraction. $39.70 and 6.85. Now, how you subtract? So, 39.70, now 6.85 or 6.85 is similar. Starting from the right, 10, it's 5, 6, right? Now, 16, 8, 8.2, 3. So, clear, 39.70 minus 6.85 is 32.85. Simple subtraction, okay? It's just subtracting a general number, okay? But you need to make sure that the numbers before the decimal points and after decimal points are equal when you are placing them while doing the subtraction. There is no change in it, okay? The last example, we'll go with the last example and then we will go with the problems. So let's see. They say that the equal sides of an isosceles triangle are 3.5 centimeter each in isosceles triangle equal sides. Three point 3.5 centimeters. What is an isosceles triangle? In a triangle where two sides are equal and the other side is completely not equal, okay, that is called as an isosceles triangle. So only two sides will be equal in an isosceles triangle. and the other side is 2.5. So other side is 2.5 centimeter. I'm sure, yeah, isosystem. Great. So two sides are given, three sides are given, two sides are 3.5 and one side is 2.5. And they are asking to find the perimeter of the triangle. So the perimeter of the triangle, for example, this is a triangle. It's an isosceles triangle, for example, let's assume 3.5 centimeters over here, 3.5 centimeters over here, and this is only 2.5 centimeters. Okay, or you can take 2.5, 3.5 and 3.5. A triangle, okay. Now perimeter is nothing but sum of these three sides. For example, triangle ABC, AB plus BC plus CA is nothing but, okay, is the perimeter of the triangle. So sum of the three sides is nothing but 3.5 centimeter plus P equals to 3.5 centimeter plus 2.5 centimeter. So you just need to add those three. Okay. So 3.5 plus 3.5 plus 2.5. Now adding 3 digits. As simple as that. 5 3 is 15. 5, 1, 3 3 is 9, 3 3 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.5. So the answer is perimeter equals to 9.5 centimeter. Clear, students? Right? So this is about decimals, the addition part, subtraction, okay, and finding knowing what decimals are, the basics are being done. Okay, now we will go ahead with the problems. So before that, I want you to go through this video again and again, understand it, okay, and we'll continue ahead with the problems with the exercise 5 in the next class. Okay, so thank you very much, and there is no homework today. The next class we'll be going through the problems and you'll be getting the homework. Okay, as this is new topic. So first I want you to learn. Okay, I want you to know the basics of decimals. Okay, so thank you.